that's a hit with his. Good catch in the deep. You're famous.
Well, the catch. Got a short one earlier on in the over and it only went for 4. But when you do this to Shrelanka, you're going to get caught in the crowd.
Oh, it's bigger. That's better. Further. Shrelanka, 25 from just 7 balls, dealing in 6s.
Catch slightly losing the line and length under pressure. He's got to finish this over out. It's got to be no more than 4 off this last ball.
With lovely extension, lovely control into the hospitality, 95 for 1.
Boleh lahan. Ada. Kita ni tu lagi. Tapi sebenarnya aku jaga kelam apa ini.
95 for 1.
Ada.
26 in the last over and a boundary. Just starting to put the heat on Nepal. Rina Kode, 44 off 13, playing well. Shrelanka, 31 from 8. To do a 25 off this over here, Sri Lanka. Long way up in the air, flipped. That's got to go all the way as well. Into the tents. And it's a 50. 14 balls. 5 6s, 4 boundaries. Kode plays beautifully for Sri Lanka. 101 for 1 here. The boys from Colombo and Kandy.
Nepal won't be too unhappy about this because it brings a new batsman to the crease for the final as well. A couple of tight balls here. All of a sudden you're keeping Sri Lanka under 120. Loose balls could go the journey. It's Samarakun that comes to the crease. Another left-handed Sri Lankan. They breed them over there on the little island.
Samarakun, left-hander around the wicket. That's going to be 4. All the way. Oh, it was flat. Oh, it just skipped into the wickets, but no. 417 6s.
A lot of waste there. Wasted delivery. That was waist high, and it travelled waist high all the way to the fence. Good shot there. Good way to start your innings.
Tell you what, if you're a cameraman or somebody working around the venue, you've got to keep your eyes peeled. The ball's flying everywhere here. Yes, you need a helmet on. Maybe a pair of pads and a pair of gloves.
Don't forget the old box.
Next side, it's going to be a skip into the ropes for a boundary. Now then, is this just getting away from Nepal? 111 for 1.
Don't want to be any more than 130. Well, they can't get more than 130 unless there's a no ball or wide. They want to try and keep Sri Lanka under 120. Sri Lanka have got a very good bowling unit. They'll be applying a lot of pressure on this Nepal batting lineup.
last shot, that is. Extraordinary shot. A little bit of a punch and a bit of a swivel off the back foot, and it travels a long, long way.
Looking for the Yorker. Good mindset, but the execution wasn't quite there from the bowler. And the baseballers out the back there won't be happy with that little missile coming into their arena.
Well, I reckon he got his hips into that shot. Call his catch. Unless you're looking for that man in the white shirt again, you've got no chance. 28 off the over. This is potentially just pushing this game away from Nepal.
That went that high. It's just redirected the traffic, the air traffic that's coming in.
Joshi has won over, bowling the 6th over, has been carted. Bowling a little bit of respite at the end. Joshi picks up 1, but he's gone for 28 in the over. Sri Lanka have got a cracking score.
नेपाल को
123 for 2. They mustered in the third quarter final here. The 20th edition of the Hong Kong Sixers. Brilliant from the Sri Lankans. That's a cracking score. 123 for 2 posted in the first innings. Well, the Sri Lankan batting performance was exemplary. 123 for 2. They have mustered in their 6 overs. That is a very fine score. Vinakode retired out for 50 for 14. And Brad Hobb, we really enjoyed calling this innings.
Well, he's up against a good bowling from Patesh. Those 2 Yorkers, he is able to put it away. Anything slightly off that Yorker length, he was able to find the 6s, but it was very difficult till later on in the innings to be able to get it over the right because of the good bowling from Nepal. This is one of the better innings that I've seen against probably some of the best bowling I've seen in the tournament. Murakude, well done on your wonderful 50.
Tatis once again in the wickets. He's the leading wicket taker in the tournament. Joshi picked up 1, but he was expensive. It was difficult for the Nepal bowlers. It's the third quarter final. It's Sri Lanka versus Nepal, and Nepal are going to need 124 from 36 balls to make it to the semis. UAE versus Bangladesh is coming up very soon, and we had the toss a little bit a while ago. Let's go downstairs and see what happened.
Match number 20 then, and it is the 4th quarter final. It is obviously Asif Khan of the UAE's Yasir Ali of Bangladesh. And of course, you've been here all day. Mr. Gandhi is the match referee. Right, pass the coin over to UAE. Heads. Bangladesh have called a heads in quarter final 4. It has come down a tail. You won the toss. What are you going to do first and why?
I will bowl first. I will stake 100. Inshallah, I will chase after.
A good performance to get to here. Have you changed your team going into the quarter final?
No, it's same team.
Okay, well, good luck. Just hold there, though. I need you to hold there with me before you go. You lost the toss. You're going to have to bat first. A little stat for you before this game. 8 sides batting first. Win the game.
Oh, well, that's comforting stats for me. Let's hope for the best.
Again, you know, good performance by Bangladesh and an opportunity to go into a semi-final and take on the winners of this game between Sri Lanka and Nepal.
Yes, like we said, it's like you said, teams batting first won most of the match, so we would likely to cash on that.
Any change to your team?
Yeah, 1 changes.
Okay, good luck. So the news from the middle is the UAE. They've won the toss, having a bowl.
Why bowl first? You bat first, you win. Yasir Ali must be absolutely delighted. Oh, one change for Bangladesh with the big man there, Mohammed Saifuddin. He's been superb for the Tigers. But before quarter-final number 4, we've got the small matter of Sundeep, who's had a cracking tournament with mesmerising half centuries. Can he do it again? And he's got his good pal Lokesh alongside him. Abhishek Junjunwala has joined us. This is going to be a cracking chase on a good surface. Two really strong sides.
Yeah, first of all, it's very hard to understand and wrap my head around why everyone winning the toss in bowling. When the stats clearly says you bat first, you've got a better chance to win.
You're right there, Abhishek. I just think they're all nervous. If I do decide to bat and we lose, everyone's going to say, why did you bat first?
Now they're a little under edge. Was there a little under edge there? Didn't carry through to the keeper. Stayed a little bit low. Dananjaya with the seamers.
Also in matches like this, it's a knockout game. You've got to try and bat first. That ball just keeping slightly low. The first delivery from Dhananjay.
Right, normal service is resumed. 6 into the trees.
The power bowlers were going full for the Yorker early on. But Dhananjaya, he's looking for that good length. The reason why he's looking for that good length, because last night against Bangladesh, he opened the bowling. He was getting a little bit of seam movement when the cloud cover started to take effect.
Gone! Cleans him up! He was looking for movement, Brad Hogg, and he got a little bit of movement back in. And that's a big blow for Nepal.
Well, that's a risky ball considering that he went for 6 3 4 before off that good length. But just seaming in, the cloud cover has come in, and all of a sudden the wicket is starting to play a few tricks. Lokesh has to go for 6. Nepal on the back foot early, 6 for 1.
Rashid is the man. Oh, he's just chasing a big total. The best chase of the tournament is 120. Pakistan v India. And again, shape again. What a great start this is. Bustling medium pace, angling, and just using his wrist position.
And that wicket, crucial wicket. As Hoggy was saying, just getting a bit of ball, swing and a bit of movement off the pitch as well, which always makes it harder for the batter.
Down the ground, it's going to be another 6. A flat one again. We're seeing a lot of flat 6s. Quite interesting in that Sri Lanka's fielders in the deep Hoggy, not that straight. We see a lot of fielders very straight. Well, not Sri Lanka, they go wide. That would have been a simple catch.
That's good batting by Rashid, just looking out those gaps that Sri Lanka have presented. And all of a sudden the sun's come back out, there's no movement with the ball.
I didn't realise we had a weather expert alongside us. First one done, 12 for 1. Well, it's the third quarter-final. Sri Lanka, you would say, in the box seats. UAE versus Bangladesh coming up soon. Big game. Huge game. Toe of the bat. Toe of the bat. Simple catch in the deep. And listen to the rapturous applause. They know that is the big fish. It's the captain. Gone for a duck.
That's the pressure you put yourself under when you're chasing, and we've got to go at 23 and over from the very first over. And hence it's so crucial that you bat first in pressure matches like these. But that's well bowled again, getting the execution right. Sudeep out for a duck, 12 for 1 Nepal. 12 for 2, correction.
Vivek Yadav is the new man. Sri Lanka have been so good. You're doing your preparation, you're doing your analysis, your team meeting, you know the captain's the big one. Sandeep Jara, you know he's the big wicket, he's in form. It's a good dismissal. His skills have been superb here for Sri Lanka. 13 for 2. First 1.3, Sri Lanka all over Nepal here. 6 dot balls already. There was only 3 in the Sri Lanka innings. Next side, there's a man out in the deep. Does well. Got the right man in the right position.
And they've put themselves in a real pickle here, Nepal, by losing those 2 early wickets, big wickets as well. That is in form. But Sri Lanka, they've been in terrific form throughout this competition. Played some wonderful cricket.
Flicked. Next side, no power, left placement. The mood in the crowd's just gone a little bit silent because the Nepalese fans are just feeling they're behind the 8 ball a bit.
It just shows that if you bat first, you've got a big chance of winning. Tomorrow, captains, are you going to get off this ruthless bandwagon? And when you win the toss, decide to bat first instead of bowl first.
I think you're absolutely right regarding the captains choosing to bowl first. They're just a bit worried about losing. And that's another one gone. Exceptional delivery. Pace off, perfect length. The ball came in after pitching. Vivek had no answer to that delivery. Great execution from Samarakun again.
Yeah, attacking the stumps, rolling the fingers over the ball, learning from the experience they gained when they batted first, and the ball are in a whole heap of trouble. Vivek gone for 5 and Nepal are 18 for 3. Sri Lankan fans are very happy. A wonderful part of the world, Sri Lanka. Beautiful people. Always a great place to go on holiday and on a cricket tour. Sri Lanka. Now then, Narayan Joshi. He got Carter for 28 in the 6th over. He's out there because Vivek was cleaned up. Totally outfoxed. Samarakun. It's going to be wide. Dhananjay having a 2nd over. Don't mind that, Brad Hogg.
When you've got the opposition on the back foot, the bowler that you're going to use 2 overs with, your best bowler, you go to straight away. Try and get that extra wicket and really put the final nail in the coffin.
Jackson. Is Sri Lanka a place you like to go, Hoggy, on tour with Australia?
Oh, I loved it. Loved it. The Fort City, there was a little bit of surf down there, Goal. Loved going down there. Loved going into the middle of the country as well. Candy was beautiful. I really enjoyed the coming of the Colombians. Colombo is the capital city. Surely you would have got that joke as an Irishman.
That was lost on me. Did you not see my perplexed eyes?
No, there was one day we were travelling on the bus from Kandy back to Colombo, and the skipper goes, "How are you enjoying Sri Lanka?" This was the first two. And I said, "I'm loving it. I can't wait to get back to those Colombians."
Right.
Who was the skipper, Tugger?
No, that was actually Ricky Ponting.
How did Ricky
Actually,
take
no,
that?
sorry, it was Steve Waugh. Steve Waugh, yes, back in '96.
I've actually read that book because Steve Waugh did a tour diary, and I bought all Steve Waugh's tour diaries because he's my hero, Steve Waugh. So I actually read that book. I don't remember him mentioning that wonderful joke, though.
Right.
Yeah, Steve likes to write a lot of common sense.
I was on a flight recently and I watched the documentary Steve Waugh did. I thought it was absolutely mesmerising. Travelling around India, taking pictures. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Gave me a totally different optic on India, away from cricket. Really did enjoy it.
You must have travelled India a lot.
Good.
That's gone. Not gone to India. It's gone to out of the park.
Nice strike.
Right.
I will say, what I will say about my love for India, and I love every country I went to on tour. I like to go to places that took me out of my comfort zone. So go where the locals go, get away from I suppose, where cricket takes you, the hotels, get out of there, get on the streets, have some street food and meet some local people.
I always known you as an explorer. We've travelled a bit together as well.
But I tell you what I do love about Sri Lanka, I love Uluwatuna, which is a really chic place on the coast where you just chill. I'm quite an excitable human being, as you well know. So sometimes just to take me down a level or two and just hang in Uluwatuna. What I love about this over, there's so many wides, we can keep talking about travel.
I was just thinking, I'm just worried about the other people that were there trying to chill, and they actually do chill. The energy that you bring. I thought I was energetic, but you take it to a new level. Well, 10 ball over could be happening here.
Good hit. That's a lovely, clean swing of the blade, and they needed that, Nepal.
And they still got hope. They need some huge overs. Fozan can do it. They need at least 2 to 3 sixes every over required, with nearly touching 26 now.
Well, Danajah thinks he's bowling that well. He's trying to bowl a few extra balls as well.
Interesting spell, really. First over was so good, but actually now his figures 1 for 36. 24 off this over, so tail of 2 sets of 6. Back of the hand, slow ball, 30 off the over. Nepal will not go away without a fight. 3 overs done, 48 for 3. Third quarterfinal, Sri Lanka versus Nepal here. Then we've got UAE against Bangladesh. The Tigers hoping to get to the semi-finals. Bangladesh, they love a game late in the day. They played the last game yesterday against Sri Lanka, I believe.
I don't know whether they love the later game because they got absolutely pounced by Sri Lanka last night in that later game. They'll be a little concerned.
Ratnayaka takes the wicket. Ratnayaka, the left arm finger spinner, with an economical run up, gets one through bat and pad and takes the leg stump.
That's the way to do it. You've got to attack the stumps if you're going to bowl then. As a bowler, you got to give yourself the best chance. If the batter hit
Lagi lah.
and misses, you hit. And that's exactly what Ratnayake did on that occasion. Joshi out for 13, 48 for 4.
Pratish was in earlier than he would have liked, truth be told. 48 for 4 Nepal. Left arm finger spin, Ratnayake into the attack. Just look, such an economical action. No real effort through the creases. Hitting that line of length. Gone! 2 and 2. That's how you do it. That's how you bowl. Left arm finger spin. Scenes here for Sri Lanka.
Tish playing across the line, first ball against the left arm off spin. They need to go after the bowling. But that wicket has caused Nepal to be 48 for 5. They're in a lot of trouble.
Last man standing, Rashid. Ratnayake on a hat-trick. Just do the same again. Up in the air. Gets plenty.
Kau tu
It's Rashid.
A lot left for him to do. The required rate, 28 now. A lot of sixes required. From here, if they want to make any difference in this game, so far 7 sixes for them. In their innings of 54.
6 more. 6 more. Ratnayake. He can bowl left arm spin and right arm spin. These are his 2 poles, Brad Hall.
Both players trying to play across the line. Most players taking their eye off the ball, paying the price. Fans out there strapping because Rashid Khan is the last batsman standing. This could be a heroic effort.
Straight up. Put it up. Just about. Wicket. Wicket. 6, 6, 6.
Sometimes it could work in your favor as a batter if you're the last man standing. Because you don't have to retire after 50, you can carry on going. And if he gets in the mood and the required rate comes down a little bit, those 3 sixes is really giving them some hope.
The other thing is you don't have to worry about taking a single last ball with a non-batter at the other end.
Now the change of angle, I just wonder. No change of action though. Is a change of action. Is a change of action. That was right arm. I just mentioned. He bowls both left and right. Same result. Another 6. 72 for 5. They will be batting first. The 4th quarter final. Up against the UAE. I don't think that's a bad result for Yasser Ali and his team. Rashid is the last man standing. He's 44 off 12. 9 sixes will do it.
That's what he must be thinking. You've got to break it down in terms of sixes you need, and 9 of them not going to be easy, but mathematically still there.
Zahur Khan just going through his warm-ups. Point leg side, that'll be a 4. I tell you just never know.
The thing that I like about Rashid here, he knows that he's got to go big. He knows that he's got to go hard. That first ball, it wasn't there to hit, but but he didn't try and make something out of something that wasn't there. And just that one, he's just timed it for a boundary, just keeping enough pressure on the Sri Lankan bowlers.
Deep in his crease, sitting deep. Look how deep he is in the crease, Abhishek. His back foot is nearly standing on the stumps.
It's the option you take because you also expect a lot of fuller deliveries, a lot of Yorker length. But that was really smartly bowled, taking pace off. Again, the length is crucial when you bowl that pace-off delivery.
Slow ball, very good off cutter, Madhushanka. Really good bowling. I was running once for one of my teammates at the Oval. I'd been dismissed by Gareth Batty in a 40-over game, and I had to run for Stephen Peters, who'd torn his calf, and I got run out.
No surprise there.
6, 50. Rashid is keeping the boys from Kathmandu in the hunt.
7 sixes needed with 7 deliveries. You've seen that happen.
Lovely hit, lovely strike. I guarantee it, they're watching in Nepal. They'll have big screens all over the major cities, and they'll be tuning in. 6 more. Oh no, that's it. Sri Lanka are through into the semi-finals. I thought it was out of the screws. It went high, but not far enough. And look what it means for Sri Lanka and their loyal